I am making beef stew. So the way I was taught is you brown your meat before you put it in. So I'm putting the skillet on medium. And make it easy and use a bowl to bread. Taking out some of my gluten-free flour out of the container. I'm gonna put just a little bit in the bowl. I'm gonna put some olive oil in the skillet. After you touch raw meat, you should wash your hands. I'm using a fork, and I need another bowl, plate to put all the meat in, because I want to put it all in at the same time. So I just put it in the bowl, and I just lightly dredge it. And then I'm putting it in the skillet. When browning your meat, you don't want to overcrowd the pan. And you want to brown both sides. And doing it this way, you also make the gravy. And not overcrowding your pan, you also will cook it faster. Meat is done with my cup. My smoke alarm is going off. So with my cup slicer, I am going to cut some mushrooms up. So you just take it, you put your mushroom on the cutting board, you take the slicer, and it just, as you slice, it stores them. And you do it with some grape tomatoes. And as you can see, it keeps them in the container until you really need them. So I'm going to cut up some tomatoes and add them in. You can also add in carrots. I'm just going to cut them in half. I'm not going to put that many. Carrots just add flavor. I'm going to add in low sodium gluten-free beef broth. Usually add in a whole container. In a little while, I'm going to put in some sweet potatoes. Also going to cut up my butternut squash. And I'm just going to leave it in cubes. Usually I roast it first. I cut off the ends. Makes it easier to cut in half. Then I'm going to add it, make cubes out of it, or slices. I'm just going to make slices. And since this is starch, I really don't need to add the sweet potatoes, because these basically come from the same family. I don't add in the part with the seeds. I'm going to add in 2 spoons of, well, 1.5 spoons of garlic, because if you pull it out and it's a large scoop, you only need 1.5. I'm going to add in a couple of bay leaves. Later, I'm going to cut up my cauliflower and put it in. I'm adding in some parsley. Turn it on low for 6 hours and let it cook. That's all there is to making beef stew. And when you're done, you can either put it over noodles, rice, pasta, utensil holder, and I put it on the top of the crock pot, and I'm just going to put the spoon in it. And I love this thing. I use it all the time. Move for a snack. So I'm taking some of my washed grapes, taking my cup slicer, and you just cut it and it stays in there. I want to finish eating my grapes before they all go bad. Make sure the stems aren't on. What I love is that it keeps everything inside. And it's ready until you want to scoop it, and it has a storage for the bottom so you can store it and the blades don't get bad. And it also says, do not use with hard foods such as carrots and radishes. So it's only for soft things. You can use an egg in it. You can use your strawberries in it. You can use blueberries in it. You can use the mushrooms and the tomatoes. See? It makes a tiny little piece. Perfect for kids. The kids can use it on their own. It's perfect. Put it in, cut stuff up and put it in their lunch boxes. And then all you do is turn it over. And you're done. I added some strawberries, just took out the greens, and look at how thin they are. Now I'm going to add a cup of rice to the slow cooker, actually a cup and a half. And let it cook for an hour. Stir it in with my handy dandy spoon, and then put my spoon back on top.